Welcome, friends, to another time called Songs of Encouragement. My name is Tim Holder. I am the Director of Music Ministries at Pines Presbyterian Church, and it's my pleasure to be able to sing with you every week in these times that we spend together. Hope you had a wonderful, joyous 4th of July. When we celebrate, we always know that God is with us. Those joyful times are mountaintop times, but sometimes when things aren't going quite so well, we might feel that we're down in the valley or out of spunk. I just want to remind you that the God who is with you on the mountaintop experience is also God, and even a closer God when you're in a valley experience. Our reading today comes from 1 Kings, the 20th chapter and the 28th verse. Just then a holy man approached the king of Israel, saying, "This is God's word, because Aram said, 'God is a God of the mountains and not a God of the valleys.' I will hand over this huge mob of an army to you. Then you will know that I am God." He's the God on the mountain. He's the God in the valley. Life is easy when you're up on the mountain and you've got peace of mind like you've never known. But when things change and you're down in the valley, don't lose faith, for you're never alone. For the God of the mountain is still God in the valley. When things go wrong, He'll make it right. And the God of the good times is still God in the bad times. The God of the day is still God of the night. We talk of faith when we're up on the mountain, but talk comes easy when life's at its best. But in the valley of trials and temptations, that's when faith is really put to the test. And the God of the mountain is still God in the valley. When things go wrong, He'll make them right. And the God of the good times is still God in the bad times. The God of the day is still God in the night. The God of the day is still God in the night. He's still God in the night. He's God with us when we live this life, and He is God with us when we leave this life. I lived in New Orleans for 18 years, and one of the things that struck me about the community in New Orleans is how they celebrate death. They have a service at a chapel or a church, but New Orleans, being below sea level, all of their graves are above ground. So there are these great tombs above ground in the cemeteries. The body is taken by hearse or by a horse-drawn carriage to the cemetery. A jazz funeral incorporates jazz musicians playing a dirge, very slow, solemn, somber music to the cemetery. When they get the body entombed, they have said goodbye, and they feel that the body then takes wings to heaven. So the mood changes to one of celebration, that God is receiving one of his own. And so the jazz band tears up a rag. The celebrants, or the mourners, break out their umbrellas, their parasols, their white handkerchief, and they march back to their homes in what's called a second line. One of the most famous second line tunes is Just a Closer Walk with Thee. The words are printed for you if you want to sing along with me. I will be doing not justice to the New Orleans jazz musicians, but I'll be playing a speeded up New Orleans type style when we sing this song. Just a Closer Walk with Thee. And may the blessings of the Lord be with you. Always remember to keep a song in your heart.